The antique shop was dim, its corners shrouded in shadows that seemed to whisper secrets of the past. The air was thick with the scent of aged wood and forgotten memories. Dust motes danced in the pale light filtering through the grimy windows, creating an almost ethereal atmosphere. It was as if time itself had slowed down within these walls. A young nurse, Donna, browsed the cluttered aisles, her eyes scanning the myriad of objects that seemed to hold stories of their own. She was drawn to the shop by an inexplicable urge, a curiosity that she couldn't quite place. Her eyes fell upon a porcelain face framed by yarn hair. The doll's eyes were a piercing blue, almost too lifelike, as if they held a soul within. The doll was oddly compelling, its presence almost magnetic. Donna felt an unexplainable connection to it, a pull that she couldn't resist. Donna brought it home, unaware of the terror it held. She placed it carefully on her bed, thinking it would be a quaint addition to her apartment. The doll sat upon her bed, a quaint addition to her apartment. But something felt off. The room seemed colder, the shadows darker. The doll's gaze seemed to follow her, a silent scrutiny that sent chills down her spine. Its eyes, once merely glass, now seemed to hold a malevolent intelligence. Donna dismissed it as her imagination, convincing herself that it was just a trick of the light. But the feeling of being watched never truly left her. But doubt lingered, a seed of unease in her mind. She found herself glancing at the doll more often, its presence a constant, unsettling reminder of something she couldn't quite grasp. That night, Donna's sleep was plagued by nightmares. She dreamt of the doll, its eyes glowing in the darkness, its porcelain face twisted into a sinister grin. She woke up in a cold sweat, her heart pounding. The doll sat innocently on the bed, but its gaze seemed even more intense, more knowing. Determined to understand the source of her unease, Donna began researching the doll. She discovered that it had a dark history, linked to a series of mysterious deaths and disappearances. Old newspaper clippings told tales of previous owners who had met untimely ends, their lives shrouded in inexplicable misfortune after acquiring the doll. Horror dawned on Donna as she realized the gravity of her situation. The doll was not just an antique, it was a vessel of malevolent energy, a harbinger of doom. With a newfound resolve, Donna decided to get rid of the doll. She couldn't let it continue to haunt her life, to bring its darkness into her home. She drove to a remote location far from her apartment and buried the doll deep in the ground, hoping to sever its hold on her. As she covered the doll with earth, a sense of relief washed over her. She felt lighter, as if a great weight had been lifted from her shoulders. Returning home, Donna hoped that the nightmare was finally over. But as she stepped into her apartment, she couldn't shake the feeling that something was still watching her. The room felt empty, yet the air was thick with an unseen presence. The shadows seemed to move, whispering secrets that only the doll knew. Donna's eyes darted around the room searching for any sign of the doll, but it was gone, buried far away, or so she hoped. A chill ran down her spine as she realized that the malevolent gaze might never truly leave her. The doll's presence, its dark energy, had left an indelible mark on her soul. Days passed, each more unsettling than the last. The doll began to move. At first, subtle shifts in position, then more drastic changes. Donna would find it in different rooms, its cold porcelain face staring blankly. Whispers reached Donna in the dead of night, unintelligible murmurs chilling her to the bone. She couldn't place the source, but the doll's presence loomed large in her mind. Fear, cold and sharp, began to consume her. Panic set in as the occurrences escalated. Parchment appeared, scrawled with childish handwriting. "Help us!" it pleaded. A sense of dread permeated Donna's apartment. This was no ordinary doll. Something sinister had taken root. A friend, Lou, felt an overwhelming sense of malice emanating from the doll. He urged Donna to seek help. This was beyond their understanding, a force they couldn't comprehend. Their pleas for it to stop went unanswered, lost in the growing darkness. Desperate, Donna sought guidance from a priest. She had been experiencing unexplainable events in her home, and the fear had become unbearable. Every night she heard whispers and saw shadows moving in the corners of her eyes. Objects would shift on their own and the air grew cold without warning. Donna felt a malevolent presence watching her and she knew she needed help. He listened intently to her chilling tale. His face grew more serious with each detail she revealed. The priest had heard many stories of hauntings and possessions, but something about Donna's account struck a chord deep within him. He could sense the genuine terror in her voice and the desperation in her eyes. He spoke of an inhuman presence, a demonic entity seeking a human vessel. This was not just a simple haunting, it was something far more dangerous. The priest explained that such entities often latch onto objects or people, using them as conduits to enter our world. He warned Donna that the entity she described was powerful and cunning, always seeking to exploit fear and weakness. The doll itself wasn't the danger, but a conduit for something far more sinister. Donna had found the doll in her attic, a relic from a bygone era. It had an unsettling aura, and ever since she discovered it, the disturbances had escalated. The priest explained that the doll was likely a vessel for the demonic entity, a way for it to anchor itself in her home. Exorcism, he explained, was a long and arduous process. It required immense faith, strength, and perseverance. The priest described the rituals involved, the prayers and the holy symbols used to drive out the evil spirit. He warned Donna that it would not be easy, and that the entity would fight back with all its might. This entity was powerful, clinging fiercely to its newfound hold. It thrived on fear and despair, growing stronger with each passing day. The priest emphasized the importance of staying strong and not giving in to the terror. He assured Donna that with faith and determination, they could overcome this malevolent force. He promised to consult with others, to find a way to help Donna escape this nightmare. The priest knew he could not face this challenge alone. He needed the support and wisdom of his fellow clergy members. Together, they would devise a plan to rid Donna of this demonic presence and restore peace to her life. But his reassurances rang hollow in the face of such evil. Donna couldn't shake the feeling of dread that had settled over her. She felt trapped, with no escape from the darkness that had invaded her life. Despite the priest's words, the fear remained, a constant reminder of the battle that lay ahead. Section 5. The Warrens arrive. Word reached Ed and Lorraine Warren, renowned paranormal investigators, of Donna's haunting. They recognized the signs, the hallmarks of a demonic attachment. The Warrens, compelled by a sense of duty, agreed to help. The atmosphere in the apartment was heavy, thick with negative energy. The doll, now a chilling symbol of their plight, sat innocuously on a chair. The Warrens, with years of experience battling such darkness, felt the weight of the entity's malevolence. Section 6. A force uncontained. The Warrens, with the priest's assistance, attempted to cleanse the apartment. But the entity resisted, its power growing with each passing moment. The doll moved with unnatural speed, a conduit for the entity's rage. Exhausted but resolute, the Warrens managed to contain the entity. They secured the doll in a blessed case, trapping it within, but the victory felt incomplete. The entity, though contained, was far from vanquished. Section 7. The Museum of Darkness. The Warrens, with the doll secured, returned to their home in Connecticut. There they housed it among their collection of cursed and haunted objects. A museum of darkness, a testament to their battles against the unknown. The doll, now infamous as Annabelle, remained a source of unease. Even within its confines, its malevolence lingered. Visitors claimed to feel its gaze, a palpable sense of dread emanating from its glass prison. Section 8. Legends endure. In the quiet corners of our world where shadows linger and whispers carry on the wind, legends are born and endure through the ages. Years passed and the legend of Annabelle grew. What started as a mere tale of a haunted doll soon became a chilling saga, etched into the annals of paranormal history. Each retelling added layers of fear and fascination, drawing in believers and skeptics alike. Whispers of the haunted doll spread, fueled by the Warrens' own accounts of its terrifying power. The stories of Annabelle's malevolent influence reached far and wide, capturing the imaginations of those who dared to listen. The Warrens, renowned for their investigations into the supernatural, recounted harrowing encounters that left audiences both terrified and intrigued. The line between fact and fiction blurred, adding to the mystique surrounding Annabelle. As the tales were passed down, details became more vivid, more horrifying. The doll's presence seemed to transcend the physical, embedding itself into the very fabric of fear. People began to wonder if the stories were merely cautionary tales, or if there was a sinister truth lurking beneath the surface. Skeptics dismissed it as a hoax, a fabrication to instill fear. They laughed at the absurdity of a doll possessing such power, attributing the stories to overactive imaginations and the human penchant for the macabre. Yet, despite their disbelief, the legend persisted, growing stronger with each retelling. But for those who had encountered Annabelle, the terror was all too real. Their experiences were marked by an overwhelming sense of dread, a feeling that something malevolent was always watching. These encounters left an indelible mark, a haunting reminder of the darkness that could not be easily explained or dismissed. The doll, a symbol of unchecked evil, served as a stark reminder of the darkness that lurked beneath the surface. It stood as a testament to the power of belief and the enduring nature of legends. Annabelle's story, whether fact or fiction, continued to captivate and terrify, a chilling reminder that some legends never die, they simply endure. Section 9. A haunting reminder. Annabelle remains to this day a chilling reminder of the unknown. The doll, trapped within its glass case, serves as a warning, a testament to the reality that some things are best left undisturbed, hidden from the prying eyes of the world. The haunting tale of Annabelle continues to fascinate and terrify, a cautionary tale of curiosity and the unforeseen consequences of inviting darkness into our lives. For in the shadows, evil lurks, waiting for its moment to break free.